What can leaders do to embrace everyone? The death of Charlie Kirk and the political upheaval in the USA made me think about what leaders can do when we find ourselves in a situation where we are divided based on differences. The USA has always been strong on division. Some people benefit from our division. At least, they are more forthcoming than those who do it more covertly. Discrimination of any sort is with us, shaping boardrooms, classrooms, and communities. From slavery and segregation to unconscious bias in hiring, the story of discrimination is one of power, fear, and exclusion. The fight against discrimination is not just about fairness, it is about unlocking human potential. Leaders and entrepreneurs who understand this build diverse and convergent groups, teams aligned in vision and purpose, where everyone brings their strengths to the table. It begs the question of why we discriminate in the first place. It is about comfort. It is about survival, and when you make it to the top of the pecking order, you want to stay that way, and the best way to do that is to surround yourself with people you can trust and who can think and reason like you. So let us go back in history. The history of discrimination. From ancient empires to modern corporations, discrimination has always been used as a tool of control. Ancient civilizations enslaved outsiders and favored insiders. Colonialism and slavery exploited entire nations for economic gain. Modern laws and systems entrenched inequalities based on race, gender, class, or religion. While we have ended slavery and dismantled apartheid, the echoes of history still reverberate today, in wealth gaps, representation gaps, and systemic barriers. Why discrimination still persists. Despite progress, discrimination continues because legacies last, inequality accumulates over generations. Unconscious bias, subtle prejudices influence decisions in hiring, lending, leadership. Scarcity thinking, when opportunities feel limited, exclusion feels safer than inclusion. Structural systems, recruitment, education, and finance often bake in inequality. In other words, discrimination is often about invisible barriers. What leaders can do. As leaders, we cannot be passive bystanders. We set the tone. We design the culture. We choose whether our groups exclude or converge. Here's how. 1. Educate and acknowledge. Don't sanitize history. Teams must understand where inequalities originate. Awareness is the first step in dismantling them. 2. Create structural fairness. Adopt transparent hiring, pay structures, and promotion pathways. Remove bias from recruitment through blind applications or panel assessments. 3. Champion representation. Diverse voices at the table matter, not for tokenism, but for perspective, creativity, and fairness. 4. Foster convergence around purpose. Diversity doesn't mean division. The best leaders leverage diverse experiences into a unified mission. Clarity of purpose brings convergent views, alignment on the why, even if the how varies. 5. Encourage empathy. Leaders and entrepreneurs should model listening and respect. When those with influence speak up for others, inclusion becomes cultural, not conditional. 6. Promote inclusive innovation. Discrimination stifles innovation. Inclusive teams are proven to make better decisions. Entrepreneurs who bring together convergent, purpose-driven groups unlock creativity and resilience. The leadership challenge ahead. Discrimination has always been a barrier. But leaders who prioritize convergence of values, fairness, respect, and shared goals can rewrite the story. This isn't just about morality. It's about performance, trust, and legacy. Leaders who remove barriers create a stronger future. Discrimination thrives in silence. Leaders and entrepreneurs must replace silence with systems, empathy, and clarity of purpose. That's how you build a team that doesn't just look diverse but thinks and acts convergently. What are you doing in your organization or venture to create a culture of convergence and inclusion? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more contents like this.